Guys, it is Strider. Today we are going to go through my 5th through 1st Tier 5 Pokemon. We've been going over the top 15. A couple days ago we went over 15 through 11, then 10 through 6. Today we're going to wrap it up just in time for our draft. I do have kind of a special guest here, my little brother Austin, who now you can see. I don't know if you can hear him, but if he has anything to say, I told him, and I'll let him be in this. He is in my draft. He does have notes. He's very proud of them. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. At number 5, I have Magmortar. Magmortar actually has kind of an incredible move pool. He has a lot of options here. His special attack's pretty good. He's a little slow. With something like an Assault Vest, though, he can actually get pretty bulky with decent special defense, and he can kind of be a little tank. Here we have a Choice Spec set. I don't really think his other ability is very good. Well, it might be better than Vital Spirit. I don't know. It's close. Anyways, let's just go into his move pool here. He has a lot. He actually has a really good physical move set, and his attack is like semi-usable. You could probably, get away if like you needed ground coverage or something. I think he has Earthquake and some other stuff. But again, he's got all the Sandfire moves. He's got Focus Blast. He's got what else he got? He's got Psychic if you need that kind of coverage. He's got Thunderbolt. He's even got things like Toxic, Will-O-Wisp. Again, decent move pool. With Thunderbolt, it really does allow him obviously to hit those water types that can come in and try to deal with him. Yeah, he's a pretty straightforward Pokemon. I could see running like a Sunny Day set on him, I guess, and then run something like Solar Beam. Again, his physical stats, or his physical attack maybe not quite isn't good enough to run a straight physical set, but I could see, touching physical for something like Bulldoze or, I don't know, something like that. Yeah. We have a bulky set here. You could run max speed. You could throw a Scarf on him. And he's going to do a lot of work. He hits really, really hard. 125 special attacks, nothing to sneeze at. Going on to number 4, we have kind of Magmortar's like cousin. I always think these guys are kind of related. Is Electrofire. He's actually pretty similar to Magmortar, except he has he hits on the physical side. And his defenses are a little worse in exchange, basically for higher speed. If we look back, I think he had 83 base speed, yeah, and he has 95 base speed. Here I'm running an Expert Belt set. I don't know. I don't really like Expert Belt that much, but since his coverage is so great, look at this: Electric, Ground, Ice, and Fire. I bet you hit like a good 13 types or something for super effective damage. Motor Drive is his best ability, much better than Vital Spirit, especially because with his decent but not outstanding speed, if he gets hit by an electric move, suddenly he can become like your sweeper. Just because he gets that speed raise. His move pool is also quite good. I believe he learns all of the elemental punches. Let me double check on that. Let's see. Thunder Punch. Does he get Ice Punch? He gets Ice Punch. I don't see Fire Punch actually, but maybe he has it. Oh, duh, he has Fire Punch. I have it in the set. Of course he has Fire Punch. I've seen people say too that to run like a special, to run Flamethrower, because a lot of things he wants to hit with a fire move anyways are physically defensive, and Flamethrower can hit them pretty hard. He has Power Up Punch. You could run some kind of like try to set up. He's got the rock coverage with Rock Slide. Again, much like he has Volt Switch, though again we're not running that because he's more of a physical attacker, but you could run the Volt Switch. Yeah, pretty straightforward Pokemon, just hits really hard and has great coverage. A little slow, a little not quite as bulky as you'd like, but he can do some decent things. Moving on. Did you ask?
He's faster than the last guy, though.
He is faster than Magmortar. That is a true statement. Yes. Moving on to number 3. Hopefully. Please, moving on to number 3. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like it's back up. Anyways, we have Mismagius here. She also has a very good move pool. Her stats are actually very good on the special side as well as speed, and terrible on the physical side. Do not let her take physical hits. She will not like it. Much like Magmortar, running a choice spec set here with actually very good coverage. You see she has fairy coverage, dark coverage. She can run Calm Mind. Stab Shadow Ball is probably almost always a thing. You can run Destiny Bond. She's got Energy Ball, which is okay. She can even be a Cleric here with Heal Bell. I could see, with her decent special defensive, I could see a special defensive set and run something like Foul Play or something if something switches in with high attack. Yeah, she gets Thunderbolt. She's a fast taunt user. She's got Trick, which could be interesting. I could see running Trick on this set. Trick's kind of common to use on choice Pokemon because it allows you to, especially if they switch in like a wall, you can really hamper that wall if you can trick like a Specs onto like a Chansey, like, because now all of a sudden they can't do anything. You know, all they're going to be able to do is hit that heal move over and over again, or whatever they're clicking. And then you get their Leftovers, which Leftovers, obviously, on a set like this isn't quite as good as Choice Specs, but I mean, Leftovers is fine. She learns Will-O-Wisp, so again, you can run a specially defensive set, run that Will-O-Wisp to hinder the attackers that would come in and try to, or the physical attackers. She runs Thunder Wave. She has some physical moves, but again, her physical attack stat is so low, I really wouldn't run it. She's also not a very good Trick Room setter because she's so fast. Yeah, that's her. She learns Pain Split. I think she learns Nasty Plot. Power Gem, which is kind of a cool rock move. You don't really see it. It actually has pretty poor distribution, and it's one of the only good rock special moves. So that's Mismagius. That's number 3. Yeah, we're running a very standard fast spec set. Number 2, Sandslash. If you have sand on your team, Sandslash goes up. Sandslash is just very good. One thing I do like about Sandslash a lot is that it learns both Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin, so it can help fill those roles on your team. Its coverage is actually okay. Here I think we're running a bulky set. Yeah, we're running Impish with 2v2 defense, 2v2 attack, and a little bit in special defense. And let's go ahead and take a look at, man, we're having a lot of problems with the internet right now. So you can see here he has Brick Break, he has Fighting Coverage, obviously he has Earthquake, he has Stone Edge, he has Knockoff, he could set up, I think he has Sword Stance, I'll check that out. He has Poison Jab, so he can hit some fairies, or grass types, I guess. Shadow Claw, just some decent moves here. He does have Sword Stance. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know he has Super Fang. That's interesting. I could see running that on like a defensive set. X-Scizor if you're worried about Psychics or something weird like that. So again, I really like Sandslash. I also love that he can be your sweeper if you are running the sand. Really not going to sweep. Just far too slow to really sweep and not in the sand. And his attack stat isn't super high. 100 is usable, but it's not. Yeah, it's not amazing. 110 defense though, and 75 HP makes him into a pretty good little bulky pivot. Again, one common weakness we talk about on walls is no reliable recovery. And Sandslash does not have any reliable recovery. He does not have like Roost or Recover or something like that. I mean, you could run like, I could see running like Rest with a Chesto Berry on him or something, but that's only one-time use. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about Sandslash. Again, if you do have Sand, I would actually jump this guy to the number 1. You think he's definitely number 1? With Sand. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I do. If he's number 1, if you have Sand on your team, I think he's just the best Tier 5 Pokemon. He can just do so much for you. Yeah, again, he can set up rocks, he can Rapid Spin. Again, a decent attack stat. We saw some decent coverage moves there, and as well as the. He will be very fast in the sand. If you ran, like, let's calc this real quick. Let's say we were running. We probably would actually run Adamant because with the. Man, I do not know why we are having so much trouble here.
With how much attack he has in the sand, he would double his speed. He'd be really good.
There we go. 2. Sorry, guys. Our internet is terrible. So 179 adamant is what we get with this set, and so that means his speed's going to be, and this is at level 100, so it's going to be reaching 400. So he'll pretty much outspeed everything that's not scarfed. Not really very many things are going to outspeed. What would that put him at? That would put him at let's see, 170 times 2 is 340 plus 8, so 358 speed. That is very fast, especially, I mean, you could even go Jolly, I guess, and get a little bit more speed out of it. Let's see, where's Jolly? There it is. Oh, wait, what?
52.
What? There we go. 250. Wait, what did I do? Hold on. I feel like maybe I made a mistake. Okay,
You
so...
had it at 52, not 252.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so apparently I had it at 52, not 252. Sorry about that. But so yeah, I thought that was low. This makes more sense. 229 speed. Obviously, at over 450 speed, you're going to outspeed just about everything. You're even going to outspeed most, well, quite a bit of choice scarfers. With this speed, and this is adamant, so you can still get that again with his middling attack stat. I mean, it's better than middling, but
even if you don't put any investment in speed, you'd still be pretty fast in the sand.
Let's see, if with no speed investment, you put everything into bulk, he would reach 332. So you would barely outspeed. You would be like on like the 102 speed too. You'd probably be about probably like between 101 and 102 speed too, so you'd be like a little bit around like a Garchomp, like a max speed Garchomp, which probably isn't quite fast enough to sweep. I would definitely want some speed investment, and that's a good thing about the league format. You could actually figure out exactly what the fastest thing your opponent could bring and just barely speed creep it. So you could be like, oh, I want 176 speed, and I actually am just going to go ahead and put the last 80 in my HP to make me bulkier. And I know at 420 speed, you know, his fastest thing would be 419. And so it really the league format lends itself to mons that are trying to speed creep like this, especially in the sand. Do remember those sand only last 5 turns, so try to work around that with your Sandslash if you're using it to sweep. But yeah, again, like I said, probably if you have sand on your team, he's the number 1. But if you don't have sand on your team, we are going to show the real number 1, and that is Milltank. I just really like Milltank's ability to be a physical wall. She gets thick fat, which is a great ability. It allows her to take on, well, ice-type moves too, but fire-type moves are probably a little more common, and she can really wall a lot of fire-types. She also gets Sap Sipper if you're more worried about a ground type, and you can kind of use that to set up too. You could run some kind of offensive set if you expect to take some grass type moves, because it does raise your attack stat. Scrappy's an okay move too if you're again running an offensive set and are just trying to hit those ghost types with your normal moves. So here we kind of have a cleric set. We have Heal Bell, which is going to heal the status of your team. We got Milk Drink, which is going to heal yourself. Seismic Toss, kind of taking a page out of Chansey's playbook and just trying to get that damage on him, and then Stealth Rock, because, I don't know, you didn't have another Stealth Rocker. Again, so let's take a look at her stats. Her stats are okay. One thing that stands out for you for a good wall, she actually has kind of amazing speed. This is very fast for a wall. You do not see walls this fast. Let's take a look at her move pool real quick. She actually has a pretty good one. Body Slam's a good option too over Seismic Toss, so you can start spreading status. It gives you that 30% chance to paralyze. She has Brick Break, she has Earthquake, Fire Punch. I think she has all the punches. Is that true? Ice Punch, Thunder Punch probably down here. She has a decent special move pool, but again, let's take a look. Equal to that Tauros level of special attack. Iron Head, so she can hit fairies and rock types, I guess. Power Up Punch to set up. Return is probably going to be your stab move of choice if you were running a physical set. She gets Rock Slide. She probably gets Stone Edge. No, she doesn't get Stone Edge. Oh well. She does get Thunder Punch. Most of these are usually useless, but we can take a look at them real quick. Yeah, nothing too busy or nothing too crazy standing out to me. All the hidden powers, obviously. Iron Tail, we'd probably rather use Iron Head over Iron Tail. Yeah, so again, her move pool is pretty good. She can be offensive, she can be defensive. Her offensive stats again aren't great, but I do love her speed. I do like that she could be your Stealth Rock setter. She's very hard to take down, especially on the physical side. She has only one weakness, and with thick fat she actually gets 2 resistances, which is nice, especially if you pair it with something like I don't know, a dragon, and you want to be able to, it can take those hits for you. Facade, if it gets hit, if it gets burned or something. Yeah, just a very good mon. Very defensive, harder to take down than you would think, because it has that reliable recovery, and it even is helpful to the team.
She's one of the faster walls there is.
She is definitely one of the faster walls that exist. I don't know of too many walls that are faster that I can think of off the top of my head. I guess like Mega-Lati, the Mega-Latis are very fast, and they can be a wall, or even regular Latios can be a special wall. Yeah, the Megas are banned in our league, but the regular Latios isn't, and I've seen her be a special wall before. But again, that's like one mon. But like if you think of all the walls, you think of like Slowbro and Chansey and Skarmory, like all those mons, they're just usually not, they don't even come close to this speed. You don't even need any speed investment a lot of times to outspeed a lot of them. And I could see, like, let's take a look here. Choice band, we'll do, Thick Fat's more of a defensive one. We'll do Scrappy. Return, Earthquake, we're going to do Rock Slide. In general, this is kind of known as a good attacking combo here. Earthquake and a Rock move. Just hits a lot of things. It's not very much resists both of those. And we'll run Ice Punch. We want to hit some dragons. Yeah, I could see that being fine. Let's see if we ran Fast Band here. I mean, 259 isn't the best, but with a band on it goes up to I don't know, something very high, some very high attack stat. 328, obviously we knew that. Just trying to outspeed those other anything under base 100. And again, much like we were talking about that Sandslash, you could obviously, if you figure out that you don't need all this speed investment, you can, put a little more into HP or something to help that out. So that's it. That is my top 5. You've seen all 15 now. I will get this video out. I'll probably slow it down again, like I said, to about 1 a week of these in this series, just to increase the longevity and give you more time for ideas. I hope you enjoyed my guest, though he was fairly quiet. It's okay.
Still here.
I know, he's still here. All right. Yeah, that was our top 5. If you have any comments, please leave them. And thanks for watching.